Come travel with me for an early flight to Danang from Hanoi via Vietnam Airlines. And this is actually my first time flying with them. When I say early, I mean very early. We only had about 3 hours of sleep because we woke up at 2:30 a.m. to prepare. We pre-booked our Grab for 3:30 a.m. and thankfully our driver was already waiting. The drive from the old quarter to the airport took around 40 minutes, and Hanoi was surprisingly quiet and peaceful that early in the morning. When we arrived at the airport, the Vietnam Airlines check-in counters were easy to find. And there were a lot of counters open, so the line moved really fast. And one thing I really like it is that our ticket already included 23 kilos of checked baggage, which is such a big plus, especially when traveling because you always end up bringing more than you plan. The main reason why I chose Vietnam Airlines for this flight is honestly because it was the cheapest option at this time. Though there were flights from Vietjet too, but I personally didn't want to risk it because I've seen a lot of bad reviews, especially about delays and extra charges. And honestly, once you just start adding baggage with Vietjet, it's not even cheap anymore. Exactly around 5:20 a.m. boarding started, and I was actually impressed. It was very organized, fast, and efficient. No confusion, no crowding, which I really appreciate, especially when running on almost no sleep. And by the way, we also had to take a bus going to the aircraft, which I secretly enjoy because you get to see the plane up close. And that's when I saw it, the Vietnam Airlines Airbus A321 with their beautiful green livery. And honestly, it looks really elegant and clean. The aircraft is your typical single-aisle plane, but I was surprised with the legroom. It was actually pretty spacious and the seat was comfortable, which was really perfect because I was already exhausted at this point. Alright, the flight from Hanoi to Da Nang is very short, only about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So everything moved pretty quickly, boarding finished, and the plane took off on time, which already gave me a very good first impression. So goodbye Hanoi and see you again soon. Hello Da Nang in just a little bit. After takeoff, the cabin crew started service and gave everyone a bottle of water, which I really do appreciate because some airlines don't even provide that anymore. And after that, I slept like fully knocked out. Traveling is fun, but waking up at 2:30 a.m. is definitely not easy. And honestly, before even I realized it, we were already descending into Da Nang. And that's how short the flight really felt. Landing was smooth and the weather looked really nice. I was honestly really excited because Da Nang has been on my list for a while. We got off the plane, went to the baggage claim, and thankfully our luggage came out pretty fast, which is always a good sign after an early flight. Overall, I would say the experience with Vietnam Airlines was really good. Like everything felt organized, smooth, and stress-free. I would definitely fly with them again if they open more routes to Cebu. Because right now they only operate direct flights from Cebu to Ho Chi Minh, but hopefully that changes in the future. And now the trip continues. Outside the airport, we went to look for a driver that I booked through Klook because from Da Nang we're heading straight to Hoi An. We decided to stay in Hoi An first for 2 days, and after that we'll go back to Da Nang to explore more of the city. So from almost no sleep to early airport runs to smooth flights, we finally made it to central Vietnam. And honestly, moments like this reminds me why I love traveling. Even the tiring parts become part of the story. Alright, next up, Hoi An. And thank you so much Vietnam Airlines for the safety flight. Bye!